Going on, people? Waiting for the bus. I put in like 20 jobs like on Indeed today because I really want to start driving again. I want to get my life in order. But some people don't have that privilege. Some people are incarcerated. Like it was a subscriber of mine yesterday. I realized they were talking about the incident that happened at the McDonald's in Detroit, Michigan. It was Asina Muhammad. She was the girl that stabbed her manager because the manager was fucking with her hours. And I don't think she was 100% innocent. I'm talking about the manager. I believe she probably was a bully. You know, she played probably a little nepotism, a little favoritism to workers that she liked. I think personally though, she should have worked in a different environment. Like, if y'all didn't know, see these jobs, I could tell you when I don't work for somewhere no more, I'll tell you what I did. When I was doing those moving jobs, the name of the company was called Bellhop. I would never do that again because the experience was bad. It's like they background check you, but I don't really think everyone that works there is squeaky clean, like record wise. I think they're really just looking for like any serious crimes like murder, rape, and all that shit. But the environment, let me just tell you like this, and a lot of y'all on here, at least 10 of my subscribers that follow me, you guys fit under the category, and I could tell you guys are black people. But we have another faction. We have another faction where they're called niggers, and most of the people that watch me, I feel like they don't fit under that category. I could not thrive in an environment like that, and I don't feel like Asina Muhammad could thrive in an environment like that, in spite of what she's accused of, because in spite of the fact what we know, is still guilty, and it's still she still has due process. It's still innocent until proven guilty. But in spite of that, I don't classify her as some ratchet black female. I don't put her in that category because she doesn't come off like that. Now, like I said, it's so easy to call somebody crazy, say they need help. Instead of if you say those things, how about you helping? Or how about you go at the things that cause this kind of behavior to occur in the first place? But what was my point I was trying to make? Oh yeah, so the survivor mine, they were saying how she may walk, she may beat the case, well, if she's found, like, first, if they find her guilty by reason of insanity, I mean, they are going to send her to an institution because they have to make sure the government has to make sure she's not a threat to society. So she has to be cleared by a doctor. A doctor has to determine that she's no longer a threat to society, and you can be locked up in those kind of institutions for many years. Like, there's a non-violent guy named Darius McCullum. I watched a documentary on. He's been locked up in an asylum for over almost a decade now because he used to hijack trains and buses, and the judge thinks he's becoming mentally ill. Like, he's been arrested for it a numerous amount of times. But like, you see me, I get frustrated at times. I get annoyed. I get frustrated. I'm not making a lot of money, but I gotta remind myself, don't do something. And I'm gonna take some shit from the Tupac or the Boosie interview. Don't do something that's less than 10 seconds that's going to cost you the rest of your life. Or don't do something that's going to give you 4 or 5 letters. Boosie said that, like, don't do something that's going to give you those 4 or 5 letters, life or death. But yo, honestly, guys, I'm just coming from me out of all people. I don't believe in people being crazy. I think that people lose hope, and people they're just on that. I don't give a fuck no more. What happened? If you got like a felony or you on the street, you really don't give a shit about anything, unless you feel like you can repair what's going on. Like if you're on the street and you feel like you can get back on your feet. I ain't intending for that to rhyme, but if you can get back on your feet within 6 months, okay, you may care. But if you feel like it ain't no hope for you, then you at that point where you don't really give a shit. To the point where you will take a shit inside of a mop bucket because you don't give a shit. You know? But I just wish she would have found another job. She would have just left, got her check, and moved on, because there's so many jobs that I've been done wrong at, and I don't even think about these people no more. They're not famous. They haven't contributed to society. I don't give it. Like imagine if I were to ruin my clean record for someone that I don't even think about. That's nobody. All these jobs I worked at, I can't tell you one famous person. And I think the point of this video, if you don't like a job, if you don't feel comfortable somewhere, if you feel like, your freedom is on the line, leave. Don't stay there. Go. Scram. It's not worth it. These people, most of the time, like I said, I can't tell you one famous person I work with. Because in these jobs, you know who work these kind of jobs? Angry, miserable, a lot of the times single or struggling parents. But unfortunately, like I said, she's in jail. Honestly, she could have did a lot, with herself. She could have been a model. She could have been an actor. I don't know. She could have went to school or something. But I'm not gonna say hopefully she gets the help she needs. They ain't gonna help her in there. If you really think jail or institutions, asylums help people, you are completely wrong. They don't help nobody.